What's up? It's going down. You listening to the boys from the 6. They presently on a Dirty South tour. All over up in Tampa doing what they do. Get that bag, homie. It don't stop. Ayo the famous. D-Ron. It don't stop, man. You know how we do it on Borough Peak Radio. We show love. Want to see everybody do what they do. It don't stop. It's definitely going down. Boy from the 6, Highway 6 got nothing but warriors. Y'all know how we do. Go. Yeah. You know how we do it right here, Borough Peak Radio. Show love, man. H-Town is definitely going down, man. You know how we do it. Big shout outs to them boys from the 6, man. You know, and I knew these cats for a long time, man. These brothers been jamming, true to the game, true to themselves, and they go out and get that bag. They get that money, all about the numbers. And actually, you can check both Ayo the Famous, D-Rhymes on the docu-film, Everyday People, coming at you in 2018. I know the suspense is killing you, but as I look, my first film that I've directed, and man, you know, you might see it one way in your mind on how things should go, but when you get into it and, you know, you looking at all the twists and turns and this and that, you like, okay, well, you know, you got to make the best moves for yourself to where you don't sell out your integrity and you keep your sanity here. Let's put it like that. But we jumping in today's topic. Your president, Donald Trump, plans to move not only the American embassy, but wants to recognize the capital of Israel and Jerusalem. He wants to recognize Jerusalem as the capital. Now, Jerusalem meant founded in peace, but it still does. And one of the reasons why the Crusades was fought, because you had foreigners who were trying to come into that holy city and occupy it. And the guardians of that city had their edict, had their orders to keep that city pure to where it can't be occupied. Meaning you had Christians, you had Jews, you had Muslims, you had every denomination in Jerusalem, and everybody got along peacefully. But you had greed coming from Europe that wanted to go into Jerusalem. Let me give you an example real quick and we'll get back to that point. When Jesus went into the temple and tossed out the money changers because of all the corrupt and evil goings-ons and doings that was going on in the temple, he was charged with protecting the temple. Not just the physical embodiment of God, and I mean not just the temple, meaning of brick and stone, but also the spiritual or the fleshly temple as well. So he threw out the money changers. That was his job up under that order of Melchizedek. Okay, so it continued on in time to where Europeans, with the mindset that you have, you cannot occupy, control, or run Jerusalem. That was it. Because the mindset of the original people in that land was opposite of the mindset of the people who came to occupy the land, meaning who wasn't from there. But let's put it like that. So it's going to always be conflict because you have some who know the history of those who are in Israel today, when that land was given to them and taken away from the Palestinians in 46, 47. So you have those who saying, look, and you have those who know the history of the ethnic Semites groups that were originally from Israel. They know about the Coptic Christians. They know about the Negus, Negus. They know about so many different other ethnic groups who spoke the Semitic languages before this new arrival of the people that they wasn't they wasn't used to seeing, who called themselves Jews. Am I putting that right? Yeah, the people who call themselves Jews today are not the people who were Jews back in the day. So it's going to always be a problem, because you're claiming blood ties to something where people know you wasn't there. So, and in other words, what they're saying is, you want us to just take your word for it when you don't have any evidence of proof that you came from the ethnicity and the bloodline of those ancient past Jews, which you find in America and in Africa. So, it's going to be a conflict. Now, what's the purpose of Trump moving? Do he, two things. Does he really care about the conflict and the turmoil that'll take place behind this move, and that could potentially cause an effect here in America? Or is he more worried about saving his name and legacy to take your attention off of the problems which he's going through, especially with Michael Flynn, that some believe he's going to roll over on Trump and spill the beans? And so is this a diversion tactic to create so much chaos, lasting chaos, not chaos that'll end in a couple of months, but lasting chaos to where you will go news weary, meaning you'll be so bombarded with so many tragic events to where what's going on with Trump would seem insignificant compared to what was created purposely to cause the delusion in the first place. You know, it's like, wow, man. You know, hey, but I guess that's being compared to someone who has their back up against the wall, and they got to come out swinging. They throwing everything and the kitchen sink. They hitting you over the head with anything they can find because they fighting for their integrity, fighting for their lives. So if I got to throw the Jerusalem up under the bus, hey man, I got to save myself. You know what I mean? Y'all can have Jerusalem. You know, or and we just speculate. So don't get out of whack. Or could it be that they bagged the president up against the wall and gave him no way out. And so he has to start cutting deals. Look, we'll do this if you move the embassy to Jerusalem and name Jerusalem as the capital. Then somebody else comes along. Look, we won't do this if you do this. And where they say, well, hell, they got me in a rock and a hard place. You know, what could I do? You know? You got to look at these things, because the reason why I say it is because your everyday well-being in life depends upon the moves that the president makes. Why is that? Because most of the American people, including black, white, brown, yellow, red, are slaves. So your how can I say? Your ambitions, your hopes, your dreams rely upon what your president is going to do. Right. Now, if you was an independent thinker, you see the writing on the wall, and then you will adjust and make certain provisions and move certain things to certain locations to move this out the way because you can see what's getting ready to come. But when you at the mercy of the president, then you can hope he doesn't do this or hope he does that, because what he eventually will do can affect you long term, because you follow the plan lock, stock, and barrel. Meaning, they told you when you retire to only rely on Social Security. And you did. But then you had those who not only rely on Social Security, they put some money in CDs, they put some money in stocks and bonds, they put some money in real estate, they put some money up under their mattress, they stuff money in the pillowcase. Soon as the government said Social Security will be there when you retire, some said, okay, let's start stashing money. Some said, okay, Social Security, taxes, we'll just pay taxes on certain things after World War II, and then because we need the money to fund the war. Still going on today. But some already knew, so some said, well, all right, goddamn, okay, we'll never see this money again, so start another account. And they said, well, what makes you think that the government's not going to keep its word? And they said, what word? You get it? You don't get it. You get it? All right, let me run that right back real quick. I might have said it too fast. They said, you don't think the government is going to keep its word? And the old school reply was, what word? I'm breaking it down for you. Meaning, they not in the position to even keep a word. So they don't have a word. Alright, man, cause sometimes, you know what I mean, you gotta break it down. So I mean, I know some caught it. I know a lot of people caught it. Sometimes you gotta break it down so they can understand that they don't have a word to keep. You know, now they can be masters at, and you know what? God damn, man. You trying to tell me that Africa, where civilization began, where knowledge, science began, such things as astronomy, astrology, alchemy. And you trying to tell me that they're just confused? But I know one reason why they're confused, and that's because they speak so many different languages or different dialects of a language. Okay, that makes sense. But damn, man, you know. But then, that makes what Honorable Elijah Muhammad said true, that the knowledge and wisdom would come from blacks in America, that the Africans don't have the knowledge, the wisdom. The knowledge and the wisdom came to us, so we have to teach it to them. They don't teach us. And that's where a lot of these Afrocentric people go wrong from. That's why a lot of these Egyptologists go wrong. You looking to be taught by Africans from Africa, meaning, you know what I'm talking about. Or you looking for the old wisdom of Egypt to be the guide or the teacher. It's not happening. The wisdom and the knowledge comes from us in America. And then we teach the world. They don't teach us. We teach them. And that's what that's about. Yeah, we don't get our knowledge from them. You dig what I'm saying? We go out and we teach them. And you say, well, what do we teach them? I don't know anything. No knowledge came to me. And as it says in the lesson, I beg your pardon. You don't have nothing to teach. Didn't you hear a man say, God came in the person of another man? You haven't figured that one out? Where is the true body of Christ? Where the true temple of Christ? Where is the true foundation? Where is of Solomon? The building of Solomon. What's that? What does that all mean? The kingdom of heaven is where? Walking around in flesh with a knowledge upon knowledge that can teach man what man knew not, with knowledge coming directly from the Creator, him or herself. Come on, man. Think about it. That knowledge came to black people in America. So that means that why you think the whole world looks to and follow what we do? The clothes style, the fashion, the music, the dance, the style of movie making. The innovative ideas, where you think they come from? You know, where do you think or who do you think gave us the knowledge? No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say the knowledge, because if we had a certain amount of knowledge, there'd be no situations that goes on within the black community or the hood or the ghetto, whatever you want to call it. It'll be, if we had knowledge, the killings wouldn't be where it's at. The environment, the condition, the mindset wouldn't be where it's at. But I'm just saying the knowledge is there for you to pick up and put it in your head. Once you pick it up and put it in your head, then it's on. But you don't want to pick it up and put it in your head because you don't want the fun to be over. You don't want the fun to be ended. It's fun, man, out there with AK-47s, man, and AR-15s. You know what I mean? Trunk banging, music jamming, hanging out the window with the AK and letting them fly. Man, that's power. You shutting down the whole block. Yeah, but it's twisted power. It's power that won't last. It's consequences that comes with that action that you're not going to be able to get out of and escape. So it says that the devil makes evil fair seeming. Makes evil seem like, man, it's fun. Till you get caught up in that trap, and one day one day your inner soul is able to peep through your mind to where you can see yourself. Then you become ashamed, like, oh, goddamn, look what the hell I done just did. Man, pass me the bottle, pass me the weed, pull me up. I got self-medicate to forget about all this shit. That's how the game go. But it's dead, is what I'm saying. It's been done. It's saturated. It's been done so many times and over again to where the fun done drained out of it. It ain't fun no more. You know why? Because you get older. And when you get older and you have responsibilities and you can't go to nobody for help, and you got to turn around and face it yourself and build it yourself, it takes thought. It takes planning. You need every ounce of your mind to pull you up out of certain situations. You need every being in your fiber, every fiber in your being to pull you out to think your way through. So that lets you know it's not a game. This is real life. But there's keys to this real life that you have, that you was born with, but they have to be unlocked. And who's the master unlocker? That's what I'm trying to say. Who was the master unlock if it wasn't the Honorable Elijah Muhammad? This is not worshiping and praising, and no, this is saying, hey, look, people, those of you in the bad condition, you might want to try what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was teaching. You might want to look into that and pull you out some gold. I mean, because you got to go to the gold mine to pull you out some gold. Like Johnny Taylor say, you can't strike gold in a silver mine. You got to go to a gold mine. You trying to strike gold in a silver mine. It don't work. You got to go to the gold mine to get gold. Now y'all know what I'm saying on that, man. Do I got to elaborate and explain what that means when they say you can't strike gold in a silver mine? I got to break that down, or you got it? All right, you got it? All right, we move right along then to the next topic in the next stage. Lilith. Isaiah 34:14 is talking about Lilith, one of the mysteries of the Bible that we're wrapping up. Of course, with this show is unorthodox, so don't try to follow no pattern. Don't write a comment and think it's gonna be answered and write back to you the next day. Man, this show might take months to get to your questions if you're seeking an answer. What else can I say? This show has a mind of its own. This show is 100% free. It does what it does. I can't control it, so don't you try to put a cap on it or put a lid on top of it. Let it breathe freely and let it do what it does. You know, that's what Verbal Pick Radio is about. A verbal image of life. So, you know, everybody that participated in Everyday People, and get ready. We working on our next docu-film. It's in the process of being orchestrated, constructed. like I say, man, we just got an unorthodox, unusual style. I couldn't explain the style if I wanted to. It just, I don't know, bro. Be honest with you, sometimes it confuses me. And I be doing the show. You dig what I'm saying? But you'll see what I'm talking about when you get a peep of our first docu-film. You would say, man, God, dog, that movie, that documentary was so good, I gotta watch it again because I can't believe what I just seen. I can't wait. Now, what was this all about? You know what I mean? You got to go back over it. You got to go back over it more than one time. Okay. So, man, hey, like I say, I think I would describe it as when a bird learns to fly for the first time, or you know that this bird is supposed to be flying, but the bird don't know it's supposed to be flying. Something happened that put fear in the bird, so the bird won't just stay in the nest, right? But you know that bird don't start flying, it's a detriment to itself. So you got to be the mean guy, grab the bird up, throw it in the air, and say, man, you gonna start flying, you finna hit this ground. And right before the bird hit the ground, he started flying, and now he's smiling and happy and telling you thank you. You dig what I'm saying? That kind of describes the show, I guess. I don't know. Purple Pig Radio, we're out.